Caviar Dreamers.
Hi, Caviar Dreamers. We have some great people on today.
This is a very misconceived section of business, a charity.
A charity. Charity, a non-for-profit, is still a business. You know why it's a business? Because you are getting people to part with their money.
Exactly.
To donate to a good cause.
And you also have to account for that money.
You have to account for that money.
It's a business.
Money, if money's involved, regardless of where it's going, and it's a not-for-profit, it doesn't matter. It's still a business.
It's still a business. And I feel like a lot of people, when they want to launch a charity, people say, oh, good for you. That's so nice. That's so great for you. Like, look at it like it's not serious, but it is a serious
People act
business.
like it's not work. It's work. It is hard work. It's even harder work than doing a for-profit, because getting people to donate money is harder than getting to people to buy stuff.
It is. And it also is so emotional, because I would say the majority of charities are started by people who would have been on the receiving end of that charity if it existed before.
I agree.
So I think it's such a passion project that so much emotion goes into it, that it's so a misconception that, you know, running a charity is so fun and it's for ladies who lunch to do at the country club, which is so not the case.
I agree. And that's why these three women, who I'm so excited, Shelly, Katie, and Carrie.
Yes.
From Cancer Cartel.
Unbelievable. All survivors of cancer.
Three amazing women. Two of them are sisters.
Yes. And they are vivacious. They are fun. Their personalities are infectious. And they bonded over, you know, struggling through paying for their treatments, having to give up work, having to make strong decisions, you know, even like having a baby. When you're faced with chemo, you know, you can't necessarily get pregnant. You have to make a quick decision to freeze your eggs. They've gone through so many tough challenges. And on top of that, to be worried about paying for your treatment, which leaves you out of pocket, is very stressful.
I agree. And it's very hard. And so these women have banded together to start Cancer Cartel, where 100% of the proceeds goes to benefit anybody who suffers from cancer, men, women, children, just to pay the smallest of bills to big bills, to pay people's rent. Because listen, insurance does not cover 100% of your treatment. It just doesn't. People have deductibles. And then even if all your treatment is covered, you could lose your job. You don't have money for extra things, and their cancer is expensive.
It is, and it's so cruel. It's so unfair. So what they did was they created an amazing fashion resale resource, kind of like
The Real Real.
Yeah, like The Real Real, like a designer consignment.
We're very excited to have them on. So welcome, Katie, Carrie, and Shelly.
Hi, girls. How are you?
Hi. Hi. Gorgeous ladies.
Hi. Oh, this is so fun.
Oh my God, we're so excited. You three are so beautiful. Thank you so
We're
much
excited.
for coming on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so excited.
I mean, we are so happy. We have the ladies here from Cancer Cartel.
Yes, and we are so excited to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on, ladies. You guys have founded such an amazing charity. And, you know, I see you everywhere with Rochelle from on the Drew Barrymore show.
I know.
Congrats.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you. We are just overwhelmed with gratitude for how well what we're doing is being received. And, you know, we get to meet incredible women like you. So, I mean, that's one of the best parts of this.
Oh, I feel lucky. Like the best part of my platform, I get to meet incredible people like you. This is so great.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So wait, I want everybody to know, because Cancer Cartel is an amazing charity, because people can't always pay for their cancer treatment and they get caught up, even if they have health insurance. That's correct, right?
Yep. Yes, absolutely. Cancer is so expensive, and it's not just your medical bills.
I know, which is, and people don't realize that. People think if I have insurance, I'm totally covered, and that's not the way it is.
No, not at all. And your out-of-pocket cost, even if you have a great insurance plan, can be up to $7,000 just for your out-of-pocket costs.
Mm-hmm. But then you add in like the gas money to get to your appointments, the parking, the lunches you're having to eat because you're at the hospital getting treatment.
It's crazy.
A lot of exercise. You can't work. A lot of times you can't work. I mean,
yeah, you can't work. So then you have the fear of like being on COBRA or losing your insurance or something like that.
Right.
But there's nothing makes you sicker than financial. Like when you're scared, financial stress makes you sick.
Now, just tell everybody, because how this came out. All of you have had cancer.
We have.
Katie and I are sisters.
Your sisters, yes.
So I had breast cancer, skin cancer, and Katie's had
non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and skin cancer.
And I had breast cancer, thyroid cancer, and skin cancer. And Katie and I met because of our significant others. And, you know, of course, cancer, the talk of it was a thread through our friendship, but definitely not the most important thing. But it is the thing that propelled us to come up with this idea. And, you know, we both are lucky to be here. You know, there are many times that maybe we shouldn't have. And we knew there had to be more. We knew that we're still on this planet. We were meant to make a difference. And so Cancer Cartel was born.
I mean, wow, that is some story. Listen, from a horrible tragedy came something so beautiful, right? And something so good, which really inspires so many people, because people.
And it's been
really,
on a
and it's on a Tuna Fish budget.
Yes.
So Katie and I were actually at another nonprofit event, and you know, on our way home, we were really just talking about, you know, God, this feels so good. Giving feels so good. We're both still alive. How can we take something we love and turn it into a great way to help people? And we thought, what if we could become the real, but in the nonprofit world? What if we could take fashion and beauty and luxury lifestyle and accept these donations and resell them and give 100% of the funds to people fighting cancer? And so by the time we got home, we thought, heck yes. And
I was freaking out.
Yeah,
I called Shelly, like losing my mind with this idea.
Yeah, and Katie and I had already been talking, like, after I had my treatment, she probably went through hers about 5 years after me. And I knew from personally going through it that it did something to me. Like, I wanted to do something more. I wanted to leave my corporate job and do something to help others. So her and I had always been talking about fashion anyway, because we love fashion. You know, on a Tuna Fish budget, of course.
Listen, we could look fabulous on any budget, right? It's so
So, I mean, when Katie called me about what her and Carrie discussed, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. We should do this. Like, this is totally up our line. Like, we could totally do this. It was kind of daunting at first. I mean, starting a nonprofit, 3 of us have never done it.
No idea what we're doing.
Yeah, well, you ladies know being an entrepreneur of any kind is crazy.
Yes, absolutely. You're always wondering, like, you're always paranoid. Something's going to go wrong. Where's the money going to come from?
And then it's also very, like, I think people think it's so easy to start a charity, but my friends actually started a charity. It's really hard. Like, the registrations, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, the paperwork is very daunting. I mean, we probably sat on the paperwork and didn't even touch it for
6 months.
6 months. Yeah. It just scared us, like the paperwork itself.
And we're not attorneys. And it's like so much legal ease, but we did it ourselves.
Yeah. We went to a women's conference, and we came back all fired up. We're like, oh my gosh, we could do this. We literally sat down, did the paperwork, turned it in, and we had it within 6 weeks,
which is unheard of.
Our nonprofit, our 501c3.
It was all meant to be.
We knew we were on the right track. Like, we just knew that this is what we're supposed to be doing.
And here we are.
And then we were all excited, had some events planned, and then COVID happened.
I know. COVID really put a damper on a lot of things. But tell me, you've been getting donations. Like, so what kind of, have you been just getting donations from people? Have you gotten any corporate donations as well?
You know, we've both. We've been very blessed that we've had some well-known people send us beautiful things that we've been able to sell. And recently we learned that we had to pivot. And so we started reaching out to corporations. We've got some beauty brands that we're partnering with right now. I'm sure you've heard of Thrive Cosmetics.
Yes,
they're
which is
very, very philanthropic line. Life Therapy, which is a body care line. And then
Lash
Spell.
So we're really looking for those partnerships where they can give us a percentage of sales. An easy thing for us. We love the high-end fashion donations. We'll continue to do that, but also partnering with fashion companies and.
We just partnered with an app developer, Fashwire and Glosswire. It just launched, 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago, we get $1 from each download.
Wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Download that. Great.
Yes, please.
And it's really great. It's
really
like
neat.
social media for beauty and fashion.
It's really cool.
It's awesome.
They're really awesome.
And then we did last year, I mean, on our first full year of operating, we did get like a $10,000 donation from Ellen DeGeneres from her show, which was amazing.
That's
our first
deal. Good.
Yes. Yes.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We got 5,000.
5,000 from the Gates Foundation. And then we had like a local auto dealership that donated in the month of October $25 per car, which added up to $10,000. So just partnership. Yes.
Any partnership like that.
That's been amazing.
That's so great. So if anyone is listening and, you know, supposing you are like a corporate buyer, even for a store that has excess inventory, this is a good place to donate it.
Yes, I think that's so good to donate it. So tell me how people buy from you. So everybody knows how they buy from you. So how it actually works.
Yeah, it's very simple. We get donations sent to us, and then when we can, we get them up on our website. Sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. We're kind of searching for some new options as to how to do that. But you can purchase our designer donations right on our website. And then we're hoping, as the world opens back up, that we will be having events where, you know, people will be able to not only purchase, but donate. So it could be really fun.
And you mentioned Chriselle earlier. And so that was kind of a fun thing. Like we've done that a couple times where we did an Instagram live with someone that actually donated their clothing. We were able to sell it right there on the live.
Yeah, so like all the clothes that she wore on Selling Sunset, she sent us a bunch, and then we did a live with her and sold all the dresses she wore on the show.
It was really fun.
Oh, that's so great. That is such a good idea.
She's great too.
She's so sweet. She's so sweet. Bronwyn's done a lot of that stuff with us too. She sends us a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And 100% of the money. So like we did not mention that, but 100% of the money raised goes to people fighting cancer. We have not paid ourselves the last year and a half, 2 years that we've been doing this. We know it's the right thing to do, and we believe that there's someone out there that's going to believe in it and want to cover our overhead going forward. So until then, we're not taking anything. 100% of the raised funds goes out to people fighting cancer.
Oh my God, you ladies are so amazing.
And you know what we struggle with? That's why we're looking for a website. I mean, we're not photographers. We don't know how to photograph clothes. I mean, there's so much stuff. We try to come in here in front of this white.
Yeah.
I just said to Lindsay though, your website, like your headshots are so engaging. Like all of your pictures are so engaging, and your bio pages. Like we're just saying, like, because you're such beautiful ladies and you have such gorgeous smiles. And
you guys pop off the, no, I'm being honest, you guys pop off the page. It's great.
So it's so nice. We said it's great. But it is hard to photograph clothes and that kind of stuff, you know?
No, I have to go through, do a clean out and do donation.
Yes.
I gotta go. I mean, first of all, I haven't even had a chance to clean anything out, but when I do, I'm sending it in your direction.
I mean, there's so many amazing people out there that want to support. That's what's incredible. I mean, COVID aside, I mean, it's kind of been a blessing for us because we've got to meet some amazing people.
It's true.
That do want to like help and support us. They can't right now because of COVID, but in the future, they definitely want to get on board and help.
Absolutely. So, now tell me how like people with cancer, like who need your services, who need your donations, how do they find you and reach out to you?
We are so easy to get a hold of. It's right there on the front page of our website. It says ask for help. We ask some simple questions, then we have them provide us with a diagnosis sheet to, you know, and to tell us what they're struggling with, how we can help them. It's very simple and easy to use. And we're always, of course, that's our whole mission, open and looking for people who need us.
And we do all cancers, men, women, and children. And so one of the steps we added this year, like that's in 2020, is what we do is we get people on Zoom like this, and we act like we're going to interview them, ask them some questions, which we do. Yeah. But then when we have the funds available, we actually give them the money on the Zoom, and it's been amazing.
That is so sweet.
And
you wouldn't believe
you need to watch some of our you need to watch some of the little videos. They're pretty incredible.
And it's more than just the money. I mean, these people get on the phone and they just want to talk and talk to 3 people that have been through it on the other side of it, because especially with COVID, it's been a struggle with these.
It's so lonely.
It's very lonely going through treatment. So it's just that part was a shock to us. But I mean, we are just so connected with these people now, and we get updates from them, and
we always laugh. We always end up laughing really hard with them, even though it's sad. We all we end up laughing with them.
Totally.
That part's been wonderful.
That is the sense of community that you guys are building is.
It is.
It's like it's beyond the reach. I'm sure it's beyond your wildest imagination.
Oh, yes,
that all this was going to be like this.
Oh God, I think that for me, it was like being bowled over. When we get cards back and notes from the people, it is so much I mean, we're just normal people, like but they're so happy, and the stress that we've been able to alleviate will just make me cry right now.
Yeah.
I mean, helping
people that they just couldn't even buy their like son a birthday gift, right? They didn't even have money to buy their son a birthday gift because they have no money.
They have no money.
It just things they're not even asking for a lot.
And oftentimes they'll say that they reached out to a ton of different organizations, and we're the only ones who actually even responded to them with an email. And yeah, those things mean a lot to us, because I mean, that's why we're doing it. We've been in that spot before, and just if we can give people a little bit of encouragement, even if we can't give them a lot of money, and we try to fund as much as we can, but just talking to them is big, helps.
No, I mean, that is, seriously, it just like warms everybody's heart. It's so sweet, so nice.
That's the thing. Everyone doesn't realize, like, you don't think of the practicalities of getting sick and how if you don't have a good support system around you, you become so isolated. And this year more than ever, it's so terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you hit the nail right on the head. I mean, it's terrifying to have to go to your appointment by yourself. You can't even bring your spouse.
You have to be dropped off.
Or a friend. You have to be dropped off for your surgery. You're staying in the hospital and you can't even have a visitor. I mean,
it was rough.
It's been a tough year for the people we're trying to help.
Oh, thank God for you guys to be there for people and have these Zooms and cheer people up.
I know.
We wish we could do more. We wish that we had a larger platform where we could, be encouraging more people. And as more money we raise, the more money we can give away.
We plan on giving away $11 million a year. That's our plan.
That's our goal.
Okay, listen, that's a good goal. So where did you start and where are you now?
We started at absolute
zero. Exactly. So where are you now?
Well, we gave away $58,000
our first year, and they say nonprofits don't even give away money a lot of times their first year.
All right, so that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
We're on track to do better this year. And I mean, honestly, with platforms like with what you guys are doing with us, this is huge.
You're going to help us.
These are like big goals that we had, and we never really thought we'd get them here this soon. I mean, when we set out to do this like a year and a half ago, we had big dreams and we manifested those like very quickly.
We're still small, and
we have so much
stuff. We have so much great stuff.
So much stuff, but it's on our website because if we can't find stock photos, we're really awful. We don't want it to look like a garage sale, but like we throw it up here and try to photograph it.
You need like just to find some cute young girl from your town who wants to intern for you.
It's been the three of us, and we haven't like let go of anything.
And it's been
we need to let go of all.
No, first of all, you have to let go of something. That's the first thing.
I'm okay with it.
Yes,
I'm willing to.
It comes.
I need it now.
No, it's like this is like what young people do. You guys are the front people. You guys are doing all that.
Yeah.
You have to have someone else doing it, and it looks great on a young person's resume. Somebody who's volunteering.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, I never even thought about that. That's going to somebody that wants to go to FITM. That's gonna want this on their resume.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And create like a community, because also then young girls will be posting to their friends and encourage like a community to want to help.
You guys, I just want to make sure everyone's feeling well. You guys are all in remission. Everybody's great.
Everybody's great. Everybody deals with skin cancer. But we like to talk about that because you have to make sure you go to the dermatologist.
By the way, you would think that me, who's been to the plastic surgeon 1,000 times, I have to go to the dermatologist.
Yes, because
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
A fan of the show, a nurse wrote and said, Marge, there's something on your neck I don't feel good about.
She doesn't like my mole. She doesn't like my mole. I'm not that worried about it for some reason, but I'm going to go
to the doctor.
Easy to get checked out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Yeah,
the doctor.
You have
Where did you guys have your skin cancer?
Oh, I mean, I have
wow. Wow.
My neck. I got a new one on my back.
I got a new one here right now. I go in on the 17th. Yeah.
And did you guys get a ton of sun?
I did I think
as young. I think it really develops when you're a lot younger.
My mom put me in a t-shirt all the time, but I somehow ended up. I was always the kid at the pool with the t-shirt on because I was always burnt.
And just to be clear, this is a spray tan, all fake.
Yes. I know. I don't know. I've had this mole for a long time though. I feel, haven't I? I can't remember.
Well, I also feel like the sun.
But they can change.
Like
girl, just check it out, and then you won't worry about it anymore.
I think the sun has changed.
I think it really has changed.
And then we spent a lot of time in tanning beds when we were younger.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
so
A
it-
lot.
You guys
I
Me
used to
too.
go on
tanning
a
salon.
tanning bed at my grandmother's house
Yeah.
with my sunglasses on and a soda stream and a glass bottle on my bathing suit when I was 8
I-
years old.
I owned a
Oh
tanning. You
my
guys,
God.
I owned a tanning salon. I'm
Yes.
embarrassed to say that I owned
Yes.
a tanning salon.
No, that's
I mean,
okay.
No.
Wait, I'm gonna say something so crazy. You're gonna think I'm psychotic. Sometimes
No, we
I
won't.
think sunscreen has
Gives
a-
you cancer?
Yes.
Our uncle has said that. Our uncle Larry has told us that our entire lives. He's like, I'm not putting that shit on. It gives you cancer. He's told us that our whole life.
By the
'Cause
way,
it's full of
I have some
chemicals.
weird
Yes,
thing
the
of these
marshmallows
chemicals
like that.
going in your skin.
I'm telling you right now, if you do coconut oil, this is real. I tried it, remember, a few summers ago, and I have the pastiest skin. I burn so easily. But if you constantly reapply coconut oil, you will not burn.
Wow.
But you have to constantly reapply. I'm not kidding. You have to constantly reapply, but you will not burn.
I believe it.
insane.
And by the way, Uncle Larry, I think, could be onto something.
Yes.
I think Uncle Larry and I know something.
I wish I just, it is recorded. Dang, because I want to show him that.
Yeah, we are. Yes,
Yes,
because
you've said
that
that a
was.
lot.
I mean, listen, I don't want to put that out there in the universe. People are gonna say Margaret Josephs
Right.
said. I mean, nobody
I
can
know,
get
I
what
know,
I
I
say
wouldn't say it, I
verbatim.
wouldn't say it, but
Cancer cartels.
the
Yeah,
cartel said
yeah.
it.
I don't want to say that. You know, obviously, I'm not a dermatologist. The sun has changed everything else, but obviously, that's why the incidence of skin cancer is up and all of those things.
It's our largest organ.
Yes, it's our largest organ. I just think it's, that ever since sunscreen came out, I feel like skin cancer's gone up.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Larry's always said. Yep.
I'm on to me and Uncle Larry. We have
Yeah.
something in common. But that doesn't
Margaret
mean I'm
and
not
Uncle
wearing
Larry,
it. I mean,
No.
obviously I'm wearing it and dermatologists are like, block
Me
the
too.
But then I
Every
feel like
day.
I love vitamin D. It's a tough one. It's a double whammy, especially
Yep.
these Jersey girls. I'm with all these tan broads on my show.
Yeah, you're really.
Oh
yes.
yeah, you're in like the tan capital of the world.
Yeah, Jim
Yeah.
Tan Laundry in the jerseys.
I know, it's terrible. These
Big
people are
tens
crazy.
over here.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
So
I am large hats.
Love it.
I
Large
know.
hat.
So the goal is we're getting people to donate
Yes.
Yes.
handbags, jewelry,
Dollars.
Oh yeah.
clothing,
Money
and
dollars.
money.
You can
Yeah.
donate dollars. Yeah.
Yes.
We have a pledge program on our website. $5 a month, 10, 20, 25, $100 a
It's
month.
really easy to support us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just
It's really easy.
Set it and forget it.
And 100% of the proceeds go to
Yep.
patients dealing with cancer.
Yep.
They go right to patients who can't pay their rent or their car payment or their
Yes.
electrical bills.
Everything.
And your audience can go on our website or on our YouTube and see some of the amazing people that we've helped.
So tell me, because so many people are afraid of starting a business, starting a charity, starting anything. Like, what do you think was, because you guys have pivoted, you've overcome a lot. And I think so many people have so much fear, and I think you could inspire so many. Like, what is one of your big girl panty moments?
I think our big girl panty moments, one of them was we started from nothing.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of humble beginnings and starting with $0, because if you have the drive and the grit, you will get there. You just have to keep going and keep trying.
Everything's Googleable. You can
Yeah,
Google
you can figure out
anything.
anything. And don't worry about what other people are going to think. I think
Mhm.
that was one of our,
Huge. Oh, yeah.
especially getting out there on social media. I mean, that was kind of tough.
Really
for
hard.
us, or two of us. At least.
Really hard.
I like the camera in my face.
But I mean, just don't be worried about what people are going to say. I mean, it's speak from the heart. I mean, that's why we're doing this, but
Mhm.
don't be so afraid to get out there. I mean, and
See you.
even speaking with you guys right now, I mean, that would have been daunting.
We would
to
have been
us.
terrified.
Like,
We
A
would
year
have been
ago, we would have been
losing
freaking out.
our minds
Yeah,
You
no,
guys,
for real.
for days. We would have been freaking out. What are we going to wear? Now we
Yeah.
just showed up and we're like,
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
so just not to worry, just do it.
I think it's so incredible that you guys are doing this, and you have such passion and joy and love for it. We always say that that Marge's success is accredited to the perfect mix of delusion and determination.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that.
You
Oh my
guys
God, we're
mix
gonna
this.
quote
We
you on
think
that.
Marge's
I'm saying
50-50.
50-50. 50% determined, 50% delusional.
Yes.
Oh my God, can we use that if we quote you?
because we like to do quotes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
A good one.
Anyway,
Okay,
so
I
go
love it.
ahead. What percentage would you say? Determined, delusional,
50-50.
I think
Yeah.
Katie and I are delusional and Shelly is delusional. No, I mean, I think that you perfectly stated that. Like when we first started telling people what our idea was,
What are you talking
even
about?
people who love us and believe in us were like,
Are you guys, how are you going to make money? You're never going to have money for yourself.
you're going to reach out to celebrities. What makes you think they're going to answer? Like there was so much doubt that we had to be delusional. We had to be batshit crazy and just believe in our idea and believe, because we're doing it from a place of love, we can't fail.
Yeah,
It's true.
Oh, that's so true. I love that.
I hate that people with doubters. I'm just gonna say it. Screw you, doubters.
I know.
Like I get when people doubt an idea or a product, but how can you doubt someone's mission to do good? That's
I know.
terrible.
And passion and a charitable thing. I mean, I hate that.
Losers. And you prove
So
them wrong.
I know. Doesn't feel good?
We are proving them wrong, and just you saying that just warms our hearts, because it is hard. It's hard, especially when people like in your world don't believe in you.
Usually it's the people closest to you. That's what's funny, are the ones that are like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I know. But I think that
crazy.
is, well, I think of people who have fear themselves and don't feel like they could achieve or do something. They always, are naysayers to other people.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
But then
one.
we get people on the phone like you guys, and it's like
They get it.
and they understand it, and that just keeps us going more faster. And I mean,
totally.
we get
All
that
right.
support.
Good.
I think there's a big misconception around charities too, that people don't treat them like a business, but it's like a really, like, this is a full-time job. Like you set up and work at this stuff really hard. It's not like a hobby, it's your job.
No.
Yeah.
And it's more than a job, because we love it. So like the minute we're doing this from dawn till dusk, because we know the potential, we see it.
I mean, it would be great. Like, I could just see like events like at like country clubs. Everybody brings all their clothes.
Yes.
And then you have a shopping event that night. People are bringing their donations, and then that night people are invited in to shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a brunch where you bring your handbag, your Louis Vuitton that you haven't carried in a year, and you drop it off at the brunch, and then you come back for, a dinner or a cocktail hour where it's a shopping event. We've had the day to organize all the things. It's just COVID.
During COVID, now that we're coming out of COVID,
easing a little. How long before you were just like 6 months out before COVID, right? You were just really
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We had big events planned.
Yeah, very big.
Yeah, I could just see those great events happening, right? Because listen, I love to buy, vintage or this or that, and go and do, and have the money go, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and wouldn't it be fun to invite all your friends and just make it like this great girls' day?
Even if it's a brunch at a house, you tell your friend you're not allowed to come unless you bring a handbag or something, and then you're allowed.
A donation, a good piece that you're donating or getting rid of. I have good shoes. I mean, I'm always unloading my shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes and
accessories are the easiest. They fit everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. I think those go very well, right?
Better than, it's easier than clothing, because, anybody can wear a handbag.
And the jewelry, bracelets and stuff do
really well.
Like David Yurman stuff, Tiffany's, any stuff like that we get sells like right away.
Really? That's so funny. That's so
good. That is good.
Wow. Well, I just want to thank you guys so much for coming on. Your story is so inspiring. Tell everybody where to find you.
CancerCartel.com. We're on Insta and
all social
Facebook,
media.
YouTube,
LinkedIn,
all the things,
Twitter.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And interns in the Seattle area, anyone who's listening or knows someone who would be good, this is great for your resume.
Yes.
Reach out to the girls. They need help.
Yes, they do.
Photographing their
Yes,
clothes.
photographing so they
And
could sell their
organizing.
stuff.
And we just really want to thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
course.
believing in us, for having us on. We're extremely grateful to be introduced to your community, and we're celebrating you.
Oh, of course. You are
Thank you for
amazing.
coming
Thank
on.
you so much for coming on. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thank you so
ladies.
much. Bye.
I loved meeting the girls. They are so inspiring.
They are amazing. They're effervescent. Their energy is infectious. I just urge everybody to go to Cancer Cartel. If you could donate $5, it's amazing because it's such a good cause.
Yeah, or if you're doing a closet clean out,
Mhm.
send them some stuff. And I love that we were able to chat with them about some of the things that we think could help them, because that's one thing that it always impresses me about anyone who's starting a business is when they're willing to talk about like what's the next step, take help, reach out to other people for advice. You know, no one knows it all.
No one
one's
does.
done it all before because the landscape is always changing. They started Cancer Cartel, and after 6 months, COVID hit. So
Exactly, and those,
events.
yeah, the events, and they had great events planned, and they'll still be able to do them. But now that we're coming out of the pandemic, but it really put a damper on things, and people weren't going anywhere. They, you know, thank God some people are cleaning out their closet, but then people aren't shopping.
Yeah, it's been a rough year for that.
It's been a rough year. So I'm very optimistic. I know their charity is going to blow up. It's going to be tremendous. They're donating money to a lot of people in need who have cancer and can't pay all their bills. So I just see it growing. But, you know, they had a little setback because it was because of COVID. And I'm very excited that got to meet these lovely ladies, and I'll do anything to help them.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing that's so great about them. They just reached out and got it done. They got on the Drew Barrymore show.
Yeah, they're just reaching out to people. They've worked with other housewives. They're working with Chriselle from Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
So they just reach out to whomever they choose to, and they've had some great connections. So cheers to them. They're amazing.
They really are amazing. So everyone follow them at Cancer Cartel and do what you can to help. It always feels good to help.
Yes.
So keep dreaming, Caviar Dreamers. You can find us every week on a Wednesday, everywhere you find your podcasts, and also on YouTube and Instagram, and I mean, we're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
And in bookstores.
And bookstores. So buy my book, Caviar Dreams, Tuna Fish Budget, by none other than me. Keep dreaming, Caviar Dreamers.